And welcome guys to another little video of Rimworld. Now on my screen is a new install of Rimworld. I hope it runs a lot better than it was. I was sitting here playing it for quite some time and it acted just fine, so don't know what it is about that. I also restarted it and Windows was doing some updates or something, so it might have been Windows or something, but you gotta understand, my computer is on like all day and everything, so I notice things when stuff isn't acting right and things. Freaking, it was crazy anyway, cause well, just the way it is. Like, people will run Windows 10, they'll be like, oh, it runs great, it runs great. You had to run great for like maybe 8 hours, but after the 8-hour time period, it starts acting funky every once in a while. I mean, I'm doing stuff all day long too. Or not as much as I used to. Because right now I'm on break for school and stuff, and that's why you've seen a lot more videos, a lot more different types of things than you have in the past. It's a direct result of it. It's only 55 in this little area. Oh, because I had this little section. Yeah, I had this running just a little bit because that little pause thing was like really stupid, and I couldn't figure out what it was. I was like, so I figured it was just the update trying to run and it's trying to replace files, but I'm already using them. Something, because it's been running fine. So we are still trying to get our base operational. I've seen a lot more traders come by since I put the orbital trade beacon down. Here is one thing that I've been noticing a lot of, and you guys might see it too, is the traders that keep coming by, they always have the same thing anymore. Like, same money, same everything. It's not like generated like oh, he'll have different stuff all the time like he did before. No, he's got like the same stuff. I mean, like the very same items. Kind of crazy. So it kind of worries me, because that's how I used to get a lot of my different stuff, is the traders would come by. So I think what it is because he's done a lot of refinements on the world map and things, so we can go and do other stuff, that he's made it static for the traders that come by. So once they have like no money or something, you actually have to leave there and then come back and things. Or they just have the same stuff all the time and you make no progress. So you have to leave your own sanctuary of your own base. Which actually would be a smart move. I'm not going to lie. It would be a smart and clever move to get people to go and do stuff differently. From like past versions of Rimworld. I would do it. I'm not gonna lie. I'd do it. I'd program it right in. The only thing that's hurting us right now in this base is most of our guys do not have weapons. Weapons and other stuff is just not coming by too often. We did get some corn, which is helping us food-wise. It's actually helping quite a bit. but we actually need possibly a little bit more space in our food bank here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a mining job. I'm going to go out 3 more spaces. And there's a few reasons why I'm going to do this. A, I need an orbital trade beacon in here because the ships that come by, they're the ones often that you want to be able to sell things to because they've got the most amount of money, and it's just way easier to work with them. But you need orbital trade beacons in your stockpiles covering certain stuff so that way you can sell the stuff that's in the coverage. If you don't have an orbital trade beacon in there, it won't see it. Some of your money doesn't even show up unless it's in a stockpile with the orbital trade beacon. So you really got to be careful and get one everywhere that you have stuff. Not a big deal, but you just have to do things. Like anything else, you just have to do stuff. So I got this big old area, and I don't know what the heck to do with it. Like, literally. I was going to make bedrooms and everything else, and I'm just going to have to mine out and, like, replace walls and other stuff like that. I did mine something off, get something off screen, and what it was drug lab. Various containers, heaters, measurement equipment for producing various things. It's completely, utterly useless right now, unless you got hops or something like that. Like, literally, it's useless. You have to have the stuff for it. That's the only reason why I haven't built it yet. I mean, I can build it right here, and it'll be fine, but do I really want to use the steel and components right now? Is that something that I really want to do? And the answer is, right now, no. Because I want to take this spot, and I want to mine out a nice little section right here. Six by 10. And I want to mine this spot out for one specific reason. I want to put a wall in here, replace the wall, and have this big old area for a specific job of taking my orbital trade beacon, put it back in here. Okay, put it inside my base because I don't like it being outside and all that. I don't like it. But if I don't even do that, I want the drug lab, my brewery, and my keg things for making beer in here. Because A, beer requires you to have a specific room temperature. Okay, fermenting barrels, they need a specific temperature, and what happens if it goes above or below, it ruins it, and you got to start over. So hops is touchy like that. Also, I made this little area right here. And this is going to be our miscellaneous. Okay? We're going to make various other stuff in here. I don't want to do butt thing. Sometimes it works really good and sometimes it don't. So I want to make a thing here, thing here. Okay, I want to make another thing like here. And I don't want these to join. Yes, it won't join. Okay, so I want another thing that's going to be here. And then another big thing that's going to be like right here. And it's going to join. You are a pain. Okay, so if I want to do a growing area that's like, what, maybe like this, will it not join? Cargo pods, what do you bring me? Cloth, and it's all the way out there. Hyperweave. That's actually a really good cloth, but I'm not going to waste my time going all the way out there for that. Nope, not gonna happen. We don't want potatoes here. We want cotton. We are going to do hops, smoke leaf, and we need cyclate leaf. And we don't have, we are actually going to need hay grass as well. This is going to be the thing that's going to swap around a lot anyway. Like literally, we're going to swap it around a lot anyway, because once you get a bunch of hay grass, it's not necessary to grow it like heavily again for a while. And we don't have animals right now. And I really want to get cows. I want to get cows because cows produce milk. And maybe some chickens or something. Because hay is really cheap. And, you know, if you can feed a cow up to, like, or huskies or something, make kibble. You can make kibble with hay grass and I think a little bit of meat, and that's it. Instead of using corn and meat or something like ridiculously. There's various things that you can do with it. But hay grass is very good for different things. And the beauty about this is we're already in. Really? It's doing it again? Oh, are you kidding me? It's got to be something. But yeah, we're gonna get this this stuff going here. No, that didn't last long. Because winter time's here, we need to start relying upon stuff that we can always grow, like all the time, instead of this seasonal stuff. Don't get me wrong, it's nice to have the seasonal during summer and stuff, but this all the time will outdo one of those seasons, like big time. This section right here should be more than enough for our 5 people. And look, I can already tell right now it's going to be. Now we haven't bumped up our thing for a while because we had less people, but now I'm starting to think 60 to 52 would be a good number now. Now we got our stockpile, so it doesn't matter which one you do, they both do the same thing, and they'll just extend it. Oh, and here's a big thing. Don't mess with this. Don't mess with the priority queue. You don't have to. Just literally, you don't. You don't ever have to. I never do, and I always have perfectly fine. And if I ever do, guess what I do? I go up here and put, instead of normal, I'll put preferred here. So they'll always prefer this one. And if this one's ever full, they go to the others. If they're scripted to be there. Don't sit there and go critical, 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 critical for everything, because it's not going to work. It's just perfectly garbage if you do it. It makes no sense to make these critical all the time, because it's just going to go to the next one that's selected. I mean, I've had hundreds of stockpiles across the map, and the only thing is I had them always prefer the one from the main base. If the main base one is full, it'll just drop down to the other one. No sense messing with the weights of which one they prefer and which one they don't. It literally is pointless. And I don't know about you, but I don't like doing pointless crap. Nope. Okay. So now that we got that mined out in there, what we'll do, take this, and put some slate, put a wooden door, Now, it does seem like this is still struggling to keep this warm, so I will have to double wall things. I'm waiting to do it because I'm going to put on the outside slate, but I have to move this stuff. And if you know anything about Rimworld, some of this you had to deconstruct and build, and you lose materials. That's the only reason why I am not going to do it right now. Because here's the thing. If I do this right now, I'm going to lose like a lot of my stuff. Okay? Because of the cold, and it's going to kill my plants, and then I don't get food. But right now, it can survive because of just flat out. It's got 2 heaters and it's a small area. Okay? I'm going to do the same thing down below right here, but the only thing that I'm going to do is differently. The batteries. I already got 4 batteries in this network. It's more than enough to run everything and keep it surviving. These batteries up top hardly do anything besides sit there. So it's literally useless for me to bother them. Okay? Literally useless. It means I'll lose some of my crops, but oh well. They're in their you know, small stage of things. And 2, I gotta make sure that I got heaters that I can put in here, and they must be 2. If it's anything less than that, these plants are utterly useless and I'm wasting my time. Because I won't be able to heat it up enough to keep them alive. Um, I'm going to get multi-analyzer because it will increase my research speed. Do I still need materials? And the answer is probably yes, right? Need materials? Yes, I do. So that's definitely going to be a problem down here. It may not be. It may not be. But I look for it to be one heck of a problem. That was what I was afraid of in the beginning anyway. And it's probably what I think is steel. It's that steel issue again, which we haven't been able to fix yet. Actually, there's a little bit of steel here. I could see it. So if I go here and probably do this little bit right here, I'll get some steel. We got the components, but the steel is just, it's a bus. Oh. Here we go. So, yep, we got the nice little, oh, we need to get a flooring in here. So, what would it take to get sterile tile in here? 3? Oh, yeah, that's definitely not. I'd rather have silver tile in here than freaking have sterile tile. See, I used to use sterile tile in here all the time, but I was rich back then, so I can't exactly, you know, bust out everything for all the good stuff right off the bat. I mean, this uses steel. Everything pretty much uses steel except wood floor, so I've got to back out for a while. I'll get back to you, you little suckers. So I'm going to go and do another mining session right here, because I'm going to replace this with mined out walls. They've done their nice little wood job. The wood chop, what? Oh, I got about 2,000 wood still. See, these wood power things ain't bad. You just have to realize you need them, that's all. Now, Steven down here is doing his job, just chilling out, doing nothing, being A-OK. And he's perfectly fine. Strange. Very, very strange. But, yeah, that's the whole ordeal on that anyway. These guys will be down here in the little spot that they have, doing their job of whatever it is. Whoa, that alpaca just went quick. But it is keeping 64 degrees, so I guess it's not too bad. But I do need this stuff mined out and things. I really need it. White House, I know you love to do that, but if you can mine out the steel, we can get another heater and you can be warmer. How would you like to be warmer, buddy? Everybody would like to be warmer when it's cold out. Even me. Even me, my friend. Even me. Nobody likes to be cold and lonely. So you guys are doing your nice little zippity-doo-dah down here. Now these don't grow too bad when it comes to rates. This cotton is another thing that we're going to be swapping out too. But it's just the way it is for now. The 9th of December, which is really nice. We don't need to show the real-time clock. I already know it's terrible, and I don't want to, do all that stuff. Mod settings, we don't have any mods. Add name. Names of players created characters you want to see. That's cool. Okay. We're going to mine this out, and then we are going to build this. And hopefully they don't do something dumb where they build refugee chased by these guys. We can support another person. You know what? We're going to take it. Boom. Oh, and it's going to do that. So the game's going to crawl again for a little bit. Yeah, it's really weird. But we'll really weird. But we'll get there. So how good are you? You suck. Well, congratulations. If he wants you back, I'll freaking let you. Okay, so there is 2 of them this time. Interesting. We'll get out here. Chase after him. You know what? I don't even care. We'll let him go. Ooh, weapon. Gladius. We'll bury you because their clothing is literally junk. Oh, did they add anything for reclaiming fabric? No, they did not in this. Ah, that sucks. So, nothing to report. Now, since we got a raid and everything else, and it's been 30 minutes, I am going to let you guys go and take care. Like, hit, subscribe, and do all that cool stuff that you guys do. Take care, guys, and peace out. This is War over and out.